You really have to embrace your future to get there. Everybody wants to be a major league player. I've never met a player in my life that said, I don't really want to get to the major leagues. I don't really care. It's not that big important.
Huh? Dámelo bien. Ahí. Dámelo bien. Dámelo. Tírala. Está muy suave.
A couple years ago, the Kansas City Royals won the World Series, you remember? Okay? And they asked Ned Yost, his dad was a famous ball player back in the 40s and 50s, how did you guys come together so quick? How did you guys build such a great team? He said it was really simple. We never signed a draft pick. We never traded for a player. We never promoted a player. We never brought a player into the fold that we couldn't get 20 GMs and scouts to give a 100% endorsement to. If that kid smoked and one of our guys doesn't like smokers, then he don't come in. We don't say, no, don't worry about it. He hit 35 home runs and he smokes. No, no, no. All 25 people had to agree on his personal habits, his life habits, his social habits, his family habits, his work habits. Every single guy had to be 100% convinced that everything in this guy's life, he had to tie his shoelaces correct. All 20 guys had to agree that he ties his shoelaces correct. All 20 guys. If we had one man in our organization that said he wasn't sure, we took his name off the list. In 2 years, we built an organization. Eric Hosmer, the Greek guy at third base, okay? He says, that's how we built this team fast. Every one of our people had to be 100% convinced about 100% of everything in that boy's life, or he wasn't coming on the team. We wanted 100% coachable team, not 99.9. See, usually we go 90%, 98%, and we overlook the fact that he doesn't smile. No, we're not overlooking anything. If he doesn't smile at everybody in the organization, if he doesn't say hello to everybody in the organization, if he doesn't say good morning to the cook, he's not playing for the Kansas City Royals. If he doesn't kiss his girlfriend goodbye in the parking lot, he's not playing for the Kansas City Royals. If he doesn't give his mother a hug when she walks through the door and introduce her to everybody in the room, he's not playing for the Kansas City Royals. That's how they did it. When I heard his answer, I was astounded but not surprised, and terribly energized at their commitment to this philosophy. You guys should be saying thank you to the cook when they bring it to the table. You should be saying thank you when they pick up the dishes. You should be saying thank you when they wash the floor. You should be saying thank you for every single meal. You should be looking up at the construction guys going, wow guys, looks good. Jeremy, good job. Thank you for being here today, Jeremy. Thank you for being here. You want success in your life? That's what you do. Learn how to reach out and touch people in a positive way. When a coach comes in to coach you, learn how to touch that coach in a positive way. If you have a question, get your question answered. If your philosophy is diametrically opposed to the coach, say, Coach, you know, I've always been doing it a different way, and I always thought it was better if my hands were here. So you're telling me you want my hands here? Is that what you want me to do? Because I've always tried to do it this way, but I was taught to do it this way. Do you want me to do it this way? Okay, that's what you want. Let me try to do that, Coach. Make that coach feel like he's coaching. Be coachable. Okay? Can we do that? Yeah. Coach these people. Thank everybody around you. Be humble, be tough, be focused. But don't be so self-centered and so into yourself that you can't reach out and touch people in a positive way. Alright? Thank you. Get some food. Go have fun. He was making a very generous donation because he knew how important the weight room was. However, he talked to the strength and conditioning coach, and the strength and conditioning coach wanted to do exercises and lifting weights that are not good for young boys, and number two, they're not good for baseball players. So there was two problems there. Young boys shouldn't be lifting weights because their joints and muscles and bones and ligaments haven't grown and matured yet. So you could damage it, create long-term damage. You can have short-term injuries, and you can also have long-term damage. Long-term damage means that you'll never reach your genetic potential. You may not have gotten hurt, but for some reason later on, you just can't throw the ball more than 82 miles an hour. Well, it's because you stretch the ligaments and the bone sockets differently, and you don't even know it.
So there's two motions. There's only two mechanical motions involved in the whole pitching motion. There's linear movements and rotational movements. Okay?
Yeah.
And having them in sequence, in balance, and sequential movement is really key.
Ok, está bien. Toma, ok.
There, Jake. That's the spot you want to hit. See if you can find that spot.
The brain secretes a mucous membrane material called myelin,
M-Y-E-L-I-N, and it forms a sheathing, a protective insulative sheathing around the electrical system that fires muscles and controls movements. And the more times that you do something, the more the myelin gets created for that activity. The brain goes on automatic, the muscles go on automatic. So it's the process of called myelinization.
That's better. Boys, go say hello to Ian. Ian, go say hello to the boys. This is Kevin.
What's up? Jake, how are you?
How you doing? Dad.
Go ahead and do what you did and then just go ahead and freeze. So he took that front shoulder from 12 to 3. I need that front, this shoulder here. At 6. With the head at 12. Right. See what's happening there? That's called shoulder exchange. Let me have the stick.
Hold on 1 second. Slow down. You have to have a routine. You got to stay with the routine. The routine is not stick the bat way up in the air. That's not the routine. This elbow, we don't need that elbow. The routine is set. Get your legs set. 1, 2, 3. Now swing. Stay with the routine. You need routine. It's your free swing routine. You have to develop your free swing routine. What you do here is what you'll probably do in a game. And I don't want you stepping into the box and sticking your hands way up. So like for instance, right now you're loading really good, and then you're driving. Because that compression is so important, and because this is a very important link in the chain, let's make sure we've got it covered 100%. Okay? So I would suggest that maybe you experiment, flex around, see how it feels. See what happens when you bring it up, and if you could just hip check it, just a little bit of a cock. Patterning motion is not what we want to do. We want to get you patterned for that. Make sense? So as you do this patterning drill now, weight staying back, close on the front, ball up, ready to throw. Now if you take a look at your elbow angles, if we take a look at that angle to that angle, we're good. We're good. That angle and that angle are the same angles. Of course they're on different planes. But they have to be in different planes because they're doing two different things. But the angles are much better. Ooh, I like that one. I want to see that one. You're driving a lot of force right through this part of your body. Okay. So that's happening really nice. Now we're going to look at front side, back side. Lost a little bit of backside connection. See it? Front side connection's better. It unleashes, and we lost front side connection. See it? We lost front side connection. You're probably thinking of backside connection and reestablishing. So that here you are on the backside trying to reestablish connection to get that elbow up. Perfect. It's perfect. Much better. Much better. Much better. Like you say, it's hard to think about all 7 things. We know that you can do this better.
I wasn't thinking about
right? Exactly. Yeah. So the old habit broke in of breaking connection here because you were fighting for connection here, and you reestablished connection. A little better on the shoe. Hey. Hands with the left foot coming in. I want you to catch the ball with the left foot and the hands at the same time. Catch, step, step. Catch, step, step. Catch, step, step. Okay, do it again. Catch, step, step. Fast feet now, fast feet.
goes
two. Oh no, 2 is here and then.
Oh no, 1, 2, 3 is here.
Oh,
See? So it's 1, 2, 3. Bam!
All right.
Runner's at second base. He's taking a lead. He's out here, right? I'm the shortstop. I get a line drive in the hole.
Right or right? Right.
Run.
Line drive. Linha.
Throw me the ball. Throw me the ball. I catch the ball. I turn. I run backwards. And I throw the ball with